Here it is, everybody, the PS5 DualSense controller. Yes, we are getting our first glimpse at the PlayStation 5's new DualSense controller, along with some gameplay on the PS5, so let's get to the video. We've got some juicy details in today's video. It's pretty awesome stuff, everybody. G'day guys, my name's Champ, and if you guys end up enjoying today's video, please smack the like button real good. And now, let's talk about this right here. So, as you've seen in the last couple of videos, there's been a lot of talk about the PS5 controller on my channel, and we aren't stopping here just yet, because this is probably the final video that I do on this controller, because I feel like I'm overdoing it. But Jeff Keighley has shown off the PlayStation 5's controller, as you can see on screen right here. He showed us the back for the first time, because that's something that Sony just weren't doing. They weren't showing the back anywhere we looked, except for that one trailer that was released over a month ago when they revealed the console itself. But that was a 3D render. We hadn't seen anything official, like in real life. Like, we hadn't seen the real deal just yet. Until today, we've seen the whole controller. It's a completely different controller to what we've seen previously in PlayStation's history. Like, obviously, you've still got the two sticks in the middle there. You've got the D-pad, you've got the face buttons, you've got the shoulder buttons and whatnot, the triggers, but it is just something completely different, and I am very excited about this. So yeah, Jeff showed us the controller. He explained a few key things about it and how it works and how it's different. Now, I'm going to dive into that in a second, but one of the key things I do want to bring up that he actually mentioned is that the controller feels heavier and more sturdy. It feels like more of a quality product, not some cheap plastic piece of stuff. I can't even swear on this channel, but you know what I mean. It feels a lot more sturdy. It feels more heavy duty. That's what he's kind of trying to explain. He didn't really put it into the best of words, but he is pretty much saying what I'm saying right here. And I think that's a really big deal. And I think the best way to kind of explain it is that if you've ever used a regular Xbox One controller and then use one of the Elite controllers where you can interchange buttons and like put the paddles and shifters on and whatnot, that is probably the similarities, I guess, the closest you can get to a comparison of changing, going from a PS4 to a PS5 controller. Obviously, it won't be as heavy duty and won't be as crazy as that, because that's like a $200 controller. Now, as for the actual technology on the inside of this, the way Jeff talked about it was when you're using a bow and arrow, you can actually feel the tension in the triggers, which is really awesome. And then when you're going through sand in this gameplay that he was playing, that you can actually feel on the left stick when you're moving your character. The stick is actually going to have some give, like it's going to have some force to it, so you're going to actually have to really push through, rather than before where your character would just slow down in a game while they're going through sand. Now you will actually feel it yourself, which is really awesome. So they have gone in and they've gone 100% with this. Sony have, at least with the hardware side of things. So I'm excited to see how this does play out, because I'm also a bit skeptical, since sometimes you might not see developers take full advantage of this, so it might just become a gimmick, and then it might actually just end up making the controller lose battery. It might make it cost more, things like that. But we don't really know that just yet. It's all down the line in the future. But what we do know is that this controller will have a whole bunch of new features that we haven't had before in previous PlayStation controllers. Like, for example, what I just mentioned, the triggers having that feedback, and same with that rumble technology that's in it. And then also on top of that, the sticks now having some tension to them, which is amazing. Now, the game that you've actually been seeing on screen throughout this video is called Astro's Playroom. It's actually going to be included in the PlayStation 5. So when you get a PS5, this will be preloaded. So it's packed in with the PS5, which is pretty awesome. Now, it's not just some sort of little demo. That's the way they've described it. They said that it's not a demo. They said it's actually a full-fledged game. Well, to the point that they can. Like, it's not going to be a AAA title, obviously, but it's not just a demo. You can actually go in, play it, and it's meant to give you kind of the experience, what you'll get from the controller this generation. It's got everything. It's going to utilize all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool idea, I guess, that they put this in there. Hopefully you can delete it if you don't want it on your hard drive, because after all, the games are going to be huge on the next gen, if they're already massive. If you think about Modern Warfare, oh my goodness, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, yeah, so that's the game that's on screen. Now, a couple of other features I quickly wanted to mention that they actually talked about was you can blow into the controller and I just don't get it. You can blow into the controller and a fan will spin. It's a huge gimmick, but I guess that's cool, and it's a really easy way to spread the Rona, I guess, if you're like, and then you just hand the controller to someone else, and then they're gonna start coughing probably. Damn, I don't want to make jokes like that. Now I'm probably gonna get it. Oh my goodness, oh boy. What have I done to myself? No, but that's one of the features that's in this controller. Pretty cool. Now, the reason that's there is because there is actually a microphone in the controller itself along with the speaker. Now, the speaker's been improved over the PS4 speaker that was in the DualShock. Now, on top of that, as I said, the microphone is there now, so you will not have to have a headset, which is just awesome. I love that you don't have to have a headset anymore, but at the same time, I feel like this is going to be pretty annoying if you're playing an online game and people forget to mute their mics that are on their controller, and all you hear is their thumbsticks and stuff going clickety-clack, and it'll just get really, really annoying. But it'll be funny to maybe hear a kid playing and his mum's like, "Oi, Jason, turn off the Xbox." Oh, it should be the PlayStation, but you get what I mean. But yeah, so that is the PS5's DualSense controller. It's pretty awesome, I think. I think it has a lot of potential. It looks like it's going to be very sturdy. It's a bigger controller overall, but apparently it fits just as right and everything. So I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm also skeptical with a few of the gimmicks on there because that could raise the price, it could hurt the battery, things like that. But at the same time, as I said, I am very, very excited and optimistic about it too. So I can't wait to see more of this. Can't wait to hopefully get my hands on this thing very soon, like in a few months maybe. I don't know, whenever they end up releasing this, because they don't really have a release date, pre-order date, nothing. They did mention that, but I've actually got 2 videos today going in depth with a couple of other things. So yeah, regarding the pre-order and the production of the console and stuff. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, if you wanted to check out the entire video, I've linked it down below. It's for the entire controller demonstration, essentially. It's about 20-25 minutes or so. So go check that out if you'd like. But anyway, that does it for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.